and the woman who bought a school for her son.
Newsnight next on BBC Two. How the government squashed demands for a referendum. How Hillary Clinton lived to fight another day. How the Kenyan government said to have organised violence. And how gay pornography is spreading HIV. Good.
And next week, The Curious World of Frinton-on-Sea, the final Wonderland film, here on BBC Two at 10 to 10.
Do you have full proof of the existence of these weapons?
Remember to be magnanimous in victory.
This war is going to end in disaster.
5 years after the invasion of Iraq, 8 intimate dramas count down the events that led us into conflict. 10 Days to War, Monday at 10:30 on BBC Two.
White is a BBC Two season of programmes which is seeking to explore what it is to be white and working class in Britain today. This is an opportunity, I think, to kind of allow that section of society to kind of be seen, to find out what they're on about, what they're talking about, what they think, and to get a chance, I think, for the audience to have a view about what is a very complex subject, but involving a lot of people.
Last Orders is a film about a club in Bradford. Communities like Wimsey, they're forgotten, they're marginalised, they're invisible, and what I've tried to do is to open up the community and give them a voice.
We've been the forgotten people for so long.
The Prime is an observational documentary made about a school in Handsworth in Birmingham.
We are diverse.
It's integrating without losing your own sense of self.
It has an ethos which I think has lessons for us all about multicultural Britain and the future.
White Girl is about a mother who, through her daughter, comes to realise what's missing in her life and the way our children can often take us to places that we might not want to go ourselves.
No, 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 no! Pick it up! No!
She's embarrassing us.
I'd like the viewer to think, having seen Rivers of Blood, issues of immigration are not about race, but they're about culture, identity, about what it is to be British, and about how people can best integrate into British society.
I believe that his speech was inflammatory and liable to damage race relations in this country.
The polls are coming as an honest look at what it's like for Britain to have had this huge wave of immigration from Eastern Europe in the last few years. And this is a chance for us to really look at what the impact's been. Where are you from?
I'm from Lithuania.
Lithuania. Market Depot. And also for places like Poland, which have lost huge numbers of people.
Welcome to Peterborough.
The White and Bark was a 1-hour documentary film. I casted certain characters who I wanted to follow throughout a year, who represented different sides of the town, if you like, and allowed me to explore how white people in Barking relate to so-called foreigners.
They've got a different culture to us. They're not interested in their culture, and I'm not interested in their culture.
What we're really hoping is that people have a chance to have their say. We'll use the opportunity to use the online to get involved. So we've got a big Newsnight poll. There'll be a News Have Your Say site. We're hoping to get some stories and some feedback from the public about what they think. Video Nation's clips. There's a whole range of archive of how the BBC's covered this subject in the past. So I'm hoping that there's enough for everybody to get involved on that whole kind of multimedia programme.
Newsnight now on BBC Two with Jeremy.
The cockpit of the nation decides no referendum on the latest European treaty.
Good evening. We've changed our wind direction today and therefore we've changed our weather. So we've lost the cold north wind, we've picked up instead a much milder westerly wind off the Atlantic and as a result much more cloud. And for Highland Scotland, well, the persistence of the rain is a cause for concern. We're warning here of 30 to 40 millimetres in the next 24 hours. Mind you, the rain does ease and pushes towards the Northern Isles during the afternoon on Thursday. We could even see a few bright spells east of the Highlands and Grampians, but it will be fairly limited, as it was during the day today, actually. Eastern parts of Yorkshire, Lincolnshire, East Anglia and the South East might also see a few glimmers of sunshine, but the exception really rather than the rule. Certainly nowhere near as much sunshine here as we had today. And it could be quite grey in places and damp, especially as that westerly wind laden with moisture brings some rain and drizzle to the coast and hills of southwest England and Wales. But it will be just nuisance value for most parts. The significant rain comes along later in the day. Here you can see it behind me. So for most of us, a cloudy but dry day. The rain comes through the evening and overnight, replaced by sunshine and showers, blustery showers on Friday. And the same is true for many southern areas, as you can see. And it does get a touch cooler for a time on Friday. In fact, as that rain clears through, some significant rain and gusty winds, we could have some icy patches and snow showers across the hills in the north. A cooler day, as you can see. And then once again, it turns wet and windy on Saturday. Sunshine and showers on Sunday, and perhaps some stormy weather for Monday. One to watch.
Bangra images from the street to the art gallery with Desi DNA on BBC Two next.
Do you have full proof of the existence of these weapons?
Remember to be magnanimous in victory.
This war is going to end in disaster.
5 years after the invasion of Iraq, 8 intimate dramas count down the events that led us into conflict. 10 Days to War, Monday at 10:30 on BBC Two.
You witness a miracle, not the one you expect.
Make no mistake, I'm here to turn the world upside down.
If we lose control of Jerusalem and the Romans take over, Judea is finished. I know what I can do. Send him to his death.
Will not be a part of this!
I am with you always, till the end of time.
The Passion, coming soon to BBC One.
How the caste system affects the lives of children at Indian school in half an hour. First on BBC Two, sleeve art and up-and-coming Asian artists with Desi DNA.